welcome. So before I start, try to let some people come in here. Welcome to everybody that's watching the video, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. We're trying to have some high level conversation here, man, with our community. So before I even start tonight, and y'all probably wondering like, who is this random dude on YouTube talking about Belizeans made him wealthy, wearing gold chain around his neck and everything. But that's not the type of wealth that I'm talking about. So I am a Belizean. I live in the States. I was born and raised in Belize, but I've been living here for over 15 years, just to give y'all a little background on who I am. But the conversation today, man, is just about it's about wealth as a mindset, because I think traditionally we're used to thinking about wealth as having an abundance of money, but wealth is more having freedom, you know what I mean? And I had to come to that realization a few years ago, probably like 5-6 years ago, realizing that wealth is a mindset. And when I say Belizean made me wealthy, is because for some reason, like, I know we all watch the news, right? We all watch the news. We all pay attention to all the stuff that's going on the local news. And I would be on social media and I would just be in the comments and stuff like that, watching people comments. And, one of the common thing that I noticed people write is like saying like, man, that's sad. That's sad. Hermanas, man, Belize get bad. Hermanas, man, Belize get worse. And every time I read that, like, it doesn't sit well with me, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, Belize is like, we find ourselves, a lot of times I feel like we find ourselves just complaining about problems instead of like thinking of a solution, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's the mindset is the root cause of that, So I believe that wealth is definitely a mindset. And it really has nothing to do with money, Wealthy people do have an abundance of money sometimes, but it starts in the mind, because the only way they became wealthy is because they had a mindset shift. They had a mindset shift. They were playing one game at one point in life, and then they had mindset shift, and then they were like, oh, damn, we playing the wrong game. Okay, let me go this way. Of course, there's different scenarios, and if there's different circumstances, you might have someone who was born into wealth, you know what I mean? But the family or the parent of that person, they had to have that mindset shift. At some point, there was one individual in the family tree that decided to do things a little bit different. There was one person in the family tree that decided to go left when everybody else was going right. You know what I'm saying? Because achieving wealth is being confident that being out doing something outside the norm is going to work for you, or at least trying it, taking risk. You know what I mean? So when I say Belizeans make me wealthy, just like Ashcroft, is because of the things that I see, the things that I hear. That made me stop and think to myself, like, damn, man, there got to be a different way. You know what I'm saying? There got to be a different way. And so the conversation really. We got to talk about it. You know what I mean? So growing up, we don't know they don't teach us financial literacy in school. They don't really talk about it in their homes, And so I think this time, the present time that we're in, especially with COVID and pre-COVID, post-COVID, everything, it's definitely important to, I think it's the perfect time to sit back and reflect on your life, reflect on the past, reflect on the present, and then reflect on the future and see, okay, how can I do things different? Because obviously over the past year, we've seen that we were forced to do things different. A lot of us was forced to get out of the comfort zone. You know what I mean? And so, but a lot of us are still going to be in the comfort zone even after this, But I'm pretty sure that if you're not out your comfort zone, then you're probably going to be in the same situation that you were in 10 years ago.
They see the glory, they don't know about them cold nights. That's so right, so I had to go against the grain. Made a left they can never take what's in the brain.